And from the national headquarters of RT America, our nation's capital, hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. So tonight, the man who slapped down President Trump got slapped down himself by a president, no less. No, it wasn't President Trump in this case, but it was a president. Somebody who's very important in the scheme of things globally for the United States and many other countries. All right, let me try and start this story off where we left off last night, because this story has moved again, and it's done so actually quite dramatically. Let's go back to December 19th to be exact. President Trump announces that he is going to be pulling troops out of Syria, right? Remember? Well, yesterday, his national security advisor overruled the president. That's right. A member of President Trump's cabinet overruled him. Don't even know if he told him before he was going to overrule him. John Bolton decided that these troops from Syria would not be coming home, and that, in fact, we might actually now be sending even more troops to Syria. So why did John Bolton make that decision, right? You ask yourself, and we talked about this somewhat yesterday, because he was in Jerusalem, and that's what Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu obviously wanted him to do. Netanyahu wants U.S. forces to stay in Syria to counter his arch enemy, Iran. Makes sense, right, for Netanyahu? But then something else happened. Something else happened. There's something else that Bolton said and did that has now created a fury of reaction. Mostly against us, against the United States, by the way. You see, without recognizing the effect that it would have on our allies, Mr. Bolton took it upon himself to demand that Turkey cease its aggression toward any of the Kurds who the U.S. calls great fighters and Turkey calls terrorists. Think about just the optics of this, right? Take a look at the screen. See how we put this up for you? Take a look at that, all right? There's John Bolton in Israel, side by side with Bibi Netanyahu, telling Erdogan, who's watching TV in Turkey, no doubt, what he has to do. He didn't call him. He didn't give Erdogan a heads up. Didn't include him in his discussions until after he'd met with Netanyahu, no less. So how do you think that's going to go over with the Turkish president who's watching that image right there that we just showed you, right? So what happened? This morning, when Bolton arrived in Ankara for his meeting with President Erdogan, he was essentially told to pound sand. Feeling snubbed, insulted, and obviously not willing to play second fiddle, or not wanting to play second fiddle, nor take orders from Bolton, nor Netanyahu, Erdogan refused to meet with Bolton. He said, no, I don't even want to talk to you. He sent one of his underlings to talk to him instead. Was he angry? Yeah, he was. And here is his explanation for both the anger and the snub. Take a listen.
John Bolton has made a grave mistake. It is not possible to accept or swallow the message given by Bolton from Israel. Those who are in the terror corridor in Syria will learn the necessary lessons. For us, there is no difference between the YPG, the PYD, the PKK and Daesh. We will very soon take action to neutralize the terrorist groups in Syria.
Those are all very important acronyms, by the way. We're going to break them down for you, but I think this is the takeaway here, right? In just 2 days, John Bolton has managed to seemingly Bigfoot not one, but two presidents. He overruled President Trump's Syria policy, and then he failed to include Erdogan in his new Syria plans. It's interesting that just yesterday, right here on the News with Rick Sanchez, on our newscast, one of our guests actually gave us a warning. He had a warning, right, about John Bolton, and he spelled it out for us. We asked him, and he spelled it out for us. He knows the man. He explained his lack of experience and his apparent lack of preparation for the job of National Security Advisor. Take a listen.
He's a New York lawyer, is what he is. He's an academic. He couldn't even be confirmed to the post of ambassador of the United Nations. He was just a recess appointment. I'm not sure what qualifies this guy. He's kind of an in and out of government service, bureaucrat, academic guy, but he's very good at impressing the right people. I've spent time with him. I found him an overdose of underwhelm. Perhaps most offensively to me, who speaks several languages and have worn my country's uniform, he has done neither. He is just, he's a master of the DC cocktail circuit and Fox News, and that's his only real qualification.
Apropos, you decide. This is RT America, where we ask the questions that you want answered, because we do believe it is time to do real news again.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.